obviously we've talked about it, technology is a huge enabler of the skills-based approach. There's no doubt about that, particularly if you want to infer skills and, personalized learning journeys, etc. But it's only one piece of the puzzle. Matt, what else do organizations need to be considering to ensure that they set themselves up for success?
As techies and analytics professionals, we'll always go towards the smart solution, the tech, the platforms. So yes, tech is important, process is important, but I think trumping all of those is culture and behaviour, and ironically skills as well. People need the understanding of a new world, a new range of insights for skill, a new type of stewardship for an organization. That all requires a bit of it's a new type of conversation. It's a skill-centric strategic conversation. Strategic workforce planning that's skills-based is a new skill set. You need people to engage in new processes, but I think probably the one that trumps all of it, that does speak to the ability for a talent marketplace to succeed and does enable learning journeys to succeed, is just, you need a supportive set of managers. People are working hard. Workers may not feel that they have enough time to invest in themselves and their own learning journeys and invest in their future selves. And that comes down to the expectations of the manager, the encouragement of the manager, for time to be protected towards this end. The inclusion, that the cultural norm for the inclusion of those self-improvement goals in people's annual objectives, and the real measurement and tracking of those goals in an authentic way. So it does come down to behavior and culture overall, and you can spend a lot of money on a platform, you can get all of the shiny tools, you can put all of the analytics in place, but if no one has time to learn and no one has time to try new things, then nothing will ever get started.
Because it's we shouldn't underestimate the scale of the shift from very much a job focused approach to actually a much more granular skills level. And as you said, Matt, technology definitely helps enable this, but without managers believing it, being ready to try something different, and actually not just the recognizing it up here, but actually in the way they behave, the way they, rather than just going out, for example, to the example we just talked about, just going out and getting some contingent workforce in to support a project, actually be more open to actually, going out to the company itself and getting a few people to support for a few hours a week. It's a very different approach.
Definitely, and there's two things here. As a manager, I may be very reluctant to let my star performer, who's ambitious, go and leave my team for 20% of the week, and I need to make a decision not to block them. I need to encourage it. But the flip side of that coin is that I can access great people from other teams, and if I don't engage with the marketplace, then I'm only going to lose. So it's that you need the mind shift is towards a more fluid conception of the team itself. And so I will lose people to other projects, but I will gain people as long as I engage with these tools and this new culture.
And thanks, Matt. And Nick, how's this? You've obviously gone through the early and mid stages of the skills-based journey at HSBC. What would you say have been the right entry points for what would you say would be the right entry points for those starting out? And tell us a little bit about successes that you've had at HSBC around this. Would be really good.
I think it is. I think touched on earlier. It's use that data you've already got, bring it together. You don't need really sophisticated technology, really, just to do that. The sort of teasers, the basic pieces of analysis. Just actually saying, looking at a business area that's maybe engaged with your learning experience platform or whatever learning system you've got, bringing it together. But even actually saying, do you know what, we've got all these gaps, this is where we've got skills information, this is where we don't have skills information, because it starts that conversation about what should we do about this. We're getting to that piece where we've got some examples, we've got some playbooks, if you like, around different ways of getting at the skills problem. So now we're sort of moving more into a sort of marketing, this is what these people have done, this is what their experience has been from going through the process, this is the kind of outcomes that they can get from that.
In this series, we will be speaking to a range of senior leaders who are pushing a data-driven and digital HR agenda. Make sure that you subscribe via your podcast app of choice and also via our YouTube channel for free and regular interviews with the digital HR leaders of the future.